Welcome to Apothecary After Dark. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Apothecary After Dark, the official podcast of Amityville Apothecary, what we talk about when we lock the doors, draw down the blinds, and it's just us. You are in for a treat because we are here with some of our employees. We have Vinny, Katie, and Alex. And if you really wanted to know what we talk about and what we dish when we're all by ourselves, you're really going to get an earful today. Vinny has been with us the longest.
Yeah.
He is the champion of longevity of Amityville Apothecary, which there might be some people that have long gone that wonder how you are so resilient.
I think it's just a matter of not taking things seriously and accepting direction that is not a personal attack.
He is the best. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you. Vinny does a lot of things. So first of all, we need to talk about the fact that Vinny got his job by lying. Because we were hiring a packing and shipping person. It was right after, when did you start?
Right after COVID.
So it was, right, but when you started what?
March of 21?
No.
Yeah.
It was so it was March of 21. Okay. So we started March of 21. We had a TikTok go viral. And literally overnight, all of this Libyan desert glass was selling like crazy. And we needed a packer and shipper. And the first thing about Vinny, she's laughing because she knows. The first thing about Vinny that piqued my interest is that he's a Capricorn. So I thought, somebody that could just like get it done and grind it out. But the second thing was that he said that he had packing and shipping experience.
So much experience.
Which I did not. I have packed a lip gloss and sent it out in a mailer, but I've never packed the multitude of orders that I've ever had here. And at the time, that was like hundreds of online orders at the time. So I wasn't really prepared for that. I was prepared for like one thing.
So here he is all those years later. And I would say that he's still questionable at packing and shipping.
Yeah. So.
Except Vinny is like a rock. You can tell him really anything. And he's also really good at code. So like if I have to go like this, he knows what that means, which is amazing. Alex also has that skill, which is really good. Sometimes like I'll see Alex like in the back office, like I'll be in the back office, he'll be in the back room, and I just go like this. And just look at him, and then he just starts to laugh. But Vinny also comes with us to all of our crystal buying trips. So Vinny is literally the rock and the sanity and the most important job of cart puller of our trade shows when we're like buying tens of thousands of dollars worth of crystals. But I think what everybody wants to know is like, tell us what kind of witch you are and like, what do you practice? Because like, Vinny makes our lip glosses, he does makeup, he does skincare. So talk to us about your practice.
So my practice, I guess, would be very eclectic to people. I don't have a background that I follow, whether that be like Italian folk or pagan. I've kind of discovered it all on my own and like doing things with trial and error. So I guess you can say glamour magic is mostly what I do, and that entails kind of enchanting beauty products and skincare products with the intentions that I want to do for the day, the week, the month, or the year. And with my brand Hex Cosmetics, I do that and allow myself to enchant the items that other people are now using for their practices too. So, yeah.
And your favorite deity that you work with?
My favorite deity that I work with is Aphrodite. She's the one that has the biggest altar in my room, and the brand is pretty much the offering to her. So that is something that I constantly put energy into and that I can constantly do even when I'm not home. So that's kind of like my practice.
I love that. So, Katie, how long have you been working with us?
I think around 2 years now.
Okay. So when Katie started as a customer, and Katie has a crystal and jewelry collection that rivals any single person that works here, as well as myself and Danielle, the co-owners. Now, here's the story about Katie. When Katie, she's like, oh no, because she doesn't cover. When Katie first started working, when she first started like buying with us as a customer, it was during live sales, and she would come in and pay with like stacks of cash. And I know that she said she was like a waitress, but I was like, that's a lot of cash for like a diner waitress. Not that I'm like talking diner waitresses. I could never do that because I would end up like throwing like gravy on people. However, she would be like buying like $1,000 aquamarines and then coming in with fat stacks. So I thought this was the time of TikToks and like spicy accountants. I thought Katie was like a goth stripper. We all looked at it. I was like, this bitch is stripper. Again, I'm not poo-pooing that. Like, you get your money how you want to do it. But, like, turns out that was not true.
Yeah. Honestly, that was partially, like, saved money, but also, like, government money, because we were getting stimulus. So I was like, sure.
She was like, I'm getting COVID money. I'm buying aquamarine. I did. I was like, this girl's a stripper. Like, big stacks of cash. So, Katie, tell us a little bit about what you do in the shop.
What I do in the shop? I actually package.
So I think that Katie again started as a customer, and I want to say I forgot who left. I have no idea. Who?
Allie left.
Oh, Allie, who we're still really good friends with, by the way.
We love Allie.
So we love Allie. Allie left, and we needed somebody. It was the first time Allie left.
It was the first time Allie left.
Allie left twice.
True.
So Allie left. We needed somebody, and for whatever reason, I don't know why I remember this.
I remember.
Is that she said that she was really good at wrapping presents.
Okay, so it was like right after Christmas time. I love the music. It was right after Christmas time, and I was like, I literally just said it as like a side note, like, oh, if you ever need an extra hand wrapping them, I wrap all the presents in my house for Christmas. Like, I will help you. Just as like a side thing.
Well.
And then I ended up being called upon. They were like, hey, do you want to come do this?
She's like, I don't know.
And then I had this job and another job, and then I quit the other job to stay here because it's better.
It's better. We have dogs that work.
We have dogs. We have dogs.
And we have lots of laughs, and we have snacks. So, like, it could be worse.
It's better, yeah.
Right? So talk to everybody about, like, what's your brand of magic, or, like, how has your practice changed since working here?
That's a lot. So I would say my specialty in the shop, if you will, is crystal identification. If nobody knows what it is, I pretty much am the person they ask. But the way that things have changed is like I think everyone honestly has expanded so much more. I've definitely gotten more into deity work. I definitely started with crystals, tarot cards, and all these things. Like we've all kind of meld and go off one another, which is really cool. I lost my train of thought, but
No, that's okay. So do you have a deity that you work with?
I do. My main one right now would probably be Persephone, and everyone has gotten me Persephone things for my birthday recently. So many things. She has the biggest altar.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
She's good.
So Alex, to your right, is the newest newbie. And Alex, do you see where this is going? Also started out as a customer.
Surprise.
And literally, so we're sneaky. We're really sneaky because we do not advertise when we're hiring because we wouldn't ever want to hurt anybody's feelings and not pick them, right? And it's really not personal. It really all comes down to like fit and skill set, and just like our group is like very, very tight. And we have seen this in our experience that somebody that doesn't fit really disrupts the flow and the
shade.
I know. He's like, so
we have the saying. Our saying is like the store picks you.
Yeah.
Like
The
it
store
decides
does
if you
pick
stay.
you. Like the thing is, like people will say, "Are you hiring?" And we'll say, like, "You can send your resume because the shop wants what it wants, and like the shop gets what it wants." And we just stay out of it because it really will sort out who isn't energetically aligned. Also, maybe Samantha has a little bit to do with it. We don't really know. She might be doing some work and small work in the back, but whatever. So Alex has been. I mean, how long have you been a customer of the shop?
Since like right when you guys reopened after lockdown,
COVID?
like after COVID, yeah.
So probably like the summer of 2020, and you started coming to classes.
Yeah, so doing your candle classes and like different workshops
And
that you guys
shopping
had
the
here
live
and shopping
sale.
live sale again, yeah.
And his mom also shops the live sale. So and Alex has always been like coming to the classes, like one of the most helpful attendees of our classes, because after a couple of classes, he's like, I know where the chairs are, I know where the table is, and he's just like lifting stuff and taking stuff and putting stuff out, and like when we have classes in here, he's like putting stuff on the table, putting it onto the counter, putting it back on the counter, like he knows the drill. So one day, poor Alex walks into the back of the store, and he had already been teaching workshops here.
Yeah.
And I'll let him talk about what he does in his craft and his workshops in a minute. But he had already been teaching workshops here, and he walked in, and I looked at him and I went, "Come here."
You.
Literally, I was like, "Hold on a second." Danielle was here in the Athenaeum, and I brought him in here, and I said, "What do you think about him?" Like literally, just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
Like literally, like, what do you think about him? I think he'd be great. Like, don't you think? I'm like, you want to work here? So Alex started working on weekends, and I think that lasted, 13 and a half seconds?
Maybe, yeah, if that.
Maybe.
Tops.
It went from 2 days. It went from 2 days a week to 5 days a week, literally in 13 seconds.
Yeah, it was unexpected, but I'm happy with it. Like, yeah, I'm not going to complain. I enjoy it. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. So tell us about, like Alex makes the most beautiful things here. So tell us about what you do.
So I make brooms and witch bells and wreaths and different items like that that I usually will like incorporate magic ingredients into them to like build up correspondences to that, like amplify what their properties would have to them and like have different purposes and intentions behind them.
And what's the name of your brand?
It is Aberrant Creations.
And what does that word mean?
Strange and unusual is what it stands for. So, yes.
We love a lesser known word around here.
Yeah, it's a play on my initials as well. So that's why there's a slash in it, because it's AB slash.
AB.
Learn something new every day.
There you go.
Yeah, so that's why I have it that way, so that it's my initials, and then it's a play on that as well.
That's beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah.
So he actually has a bunch of workshops coming up. We're going to be doing for Samhain a broom workshop. I don't know what we're doing around Yule. We have a bunch of, we're just going to do things. And we keep saying every single day that we're going to put it on the calendar, and then we keep forgetting. That's fine. We're going to get there. And these three are going to be featuring their products at our upcoming Haunted Harvest on October 5th. So what are you going to have available for purchase?
I will have brooms. Shocker there. It's the big one. Different sizes. And then I'll also have like witch bells. And I will also do some oils and wreaths. I will have wreaths. And sun catchers. I do like sun catchers.
Oh, the sun catchers are pretty. That's
Yeah.
like, it has like the little prisms where like it makes the rainbows. It's really good for disrupting stagnant energy. Those little prisms, by the way. I don't know if people know that.
Yeah, well,
Well, you know that.
Well,
but
yeah.
They know that.
what else am I doing? I have like
Remember,
Are you doing
have,
the
those
moons?
cool candles, like that, like bendy.
the
on
beeswax
each other?
candles. Yeah, little beeswax candles, so you could take multiple colors and like twist them to customize your spell work. So I'll have those. Yeah, I'm still brainstorming. I know I'm very last minute, but you know,
It'll get
I work
done.
better under pressure.
We've all been talking about our ideas and things, and he has some really cool ideas to do some deity ones that he's not talking about, but that's okay.
Now, Katie, what do you bring into the fair?
So I make, if you guys have shopped our live sales, all the crystal car vent clips that go in your car, different shapes, different crystals. I'm doing some crystal grid artwork for your walls that I'm working on. Mirrors I'm working on. So many new things. I'm also doing a kind of sun catcher, but it features a sphere in the middle. So it's different than Alex's, but also catches some light. What else? There's so many things. We did so much. I signed myself up for so much.
Aren't you doing something for animals? Like, aren't you doing dog things? Or no, did I make that up?
You made that up.
Sorry.
You said I should, but I don't know if we'll get there yet. Maybe in the future. That would be cute, but...
Okay. We have to get there because...
We'll get there.
Ruby needs a Ruby one. All right.
And I'm going to be doing all of my skincare products and makeup products. I'm having a new eyeshadow palette coming out the day of, and new matte lipsticks too. So
His matte lipsticks are fire. By the way, I got to test one out and I'm really excited. And it's worth coming down for that. So that's going to be October 5th. So tell me about who has like a really good, funny apothecary story of like something that happened either with the staff or like with look at her face.
Do you remember the girl who asked for a crystal to cure something?
Okay. Yes. Was it you? Was it me?
We were at the front.
So we have days here where coming into work, the day you're going to have is going to be interesting and the energy is very weird, and that's how you can tell where the planets are. We had this lady come in and she was perusing the store first and she needed some help finding a crystal for a particular thing. And I think Dina was helping and had asked her what she needs help with. And she, if I remember correctly, it was down the downstairs area. It was a venereal disease that she needed help clearing with a crystal. And unfortunately, that particular one doesn't go away. You need medication to keep it dormant. And she was looking for a crystal to help. And I think at the time, you had given her a crystal just for stability and like for strength and said it's not going to cure it, but like it will help you along your journey.
I think you need this.
Yeah, you said you need to go to the doctor and get a medication, but here's like a bloodstone or something to help you on your journey.
That was...
Yeah. What else do we have? Because we have so many.
Okay, any other good ones?
Oh, gosh.
What do you
Good
think?
stories? I don't remember.
I mean, there's every single day of every single week.
Something happens every day. It's never a dull moment.
Week, Samantha lights all the smoke detectors off, so there's
That's true.
That. So
well, I mean, it's not really a funny story from the apothecary, but there was one time we couldn't get one of the smoke detectors to stop. So we were like, oh my God, garbage. And we threw it outside. And it was during like the times where like those wildfires were going off. And outside, all you hear is the smoke alarm blaring.
We could hear it from inside. So we thought one of the other ones lost their battery. And we were trying to figure out where it was. And we couldn't find it.
And it was in the trash.
When we found the one in the cabinet. It was hidden away in one of the cabinets that's never used because it was broken. And it just started going off because it needed new batteries. And we found that one. But yeah, we have a lot of stories about customers that come in with interesting ailments or things that go on. Like someone said that they had a run-in with a skin suit being and said that it would... You remember that?
There's another one that I just thought of.
And that it would come to her window at night and like knock on the window, and she was scared and she would look outside, and the first thing Sam said is, there's nothing out there. Don't look outside. Close your door and act like nothing happens. Even if you hear something, it's not happening.
Don't worry about it. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yes.
Do you remember the girl who said she was like being chased by or stalked by like a cult at like Suffolk or what was that school?
It was one of the schools on the island, but she said that she was being like followed by
a cult.
But
you're like, what do you?
I don't think you're that important. Someone's gonna dedicate their time to stalk just you and follow you where you're gonna go.
It's one of those things where people tell us like a story or something, and we're like, okay, but what do you want us to do?
Yeah, like, do you want a crystal for that? Like, it's not gonna help. But I mean, like, another thing is, we were saying earlier how the store really has a way of like, either it's customers or staff where you kind of cleanses its own way out. And let's just say that this retrograde was a very eye-opening experience for a lot of us.
Yes.
And it was the strongest retrograde I think I've experienced here with the relationships that I've built here. And I think it made the staff that's here now a lot closer, and it made us realize on like the relationships that we keep in and out of work. And the way that we hire people too, how we say that we, send a resume, but it's really how you interact with us on a daily basis when you come in and talk to us. A lot of people see us on social media. That's where we get a lot of our customers and a lot of our followers. And they think that it is all just this that we do every day of like hanging out and talking and laughing. And yes, we do that, but we also work. Most of us work full time, 5+ days a week. Dina comes in on her off days. Danielle comes in on her off days. Katie works from home on the weekends doing invoices for the Friday night sale. So like, it's not just fun time at the witch shop. It's work. We do this to make a living so we can, Dina can pay us, we can feed our families, ourselves. And I feel like a lot of people in the past that either have attempted to work here or have worked here thought it was all glamorous life, like video recording and stuff like that. And the store has a way of getting rid of them.
I mean, I think people don't realize that, like, we do so much day to day between TikToks, between orders, between actual things in the shop that need to get done. Again, we're like the biggest metaphysical store on the island. This is not a small shop. A lot has to get done. And so they see us like having fun. They're like, oh, I would love to work here. I'm like, no, it's a lot of work. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want you to think it's not.
And we get people that come in. I'm going to just interrupt for 1 second. I had a customer come in the other day, and they do this a lot, and other customers too, where like it's a day that we're really busy doing TikToks or something, and they come in and they just stand in the center and they go, it just calms me to be in here. I just love
energy.
They're like, it calms me. And I'm like packing TikToks. I'm like, yeah, it's so calming. Yeah, it's great. Oh, I love that you feel like it's so calm. But like, I feel like people think that like we come in and do nothing. And
Or like
have that calm all the time.
Like we come in and we just throw like, we light a bundle of herbs and we burn it and we like play music and we're dancing. But like, there's
Kumbaya around the fire.
Yeah, there's other stuff to do besides like meditate 24/7 and like make content that you're like this spiritual being. Like there's so much work behind it. It's not like, smoke and mirrors.
I'm curious to know from Alex, since he's the newest employee, like what is like the most like eye-opening thing going from the customer side to like the behind the curtain side?
I mean, I knew you guys were busy, but I didn't expect how busy you guys were. I knew it was busy, but now being in like the weeds of TikToks, it's a lot busier than I anticipated. But like, it's still like we still like make light of it, and we still joke around. And, like we're like, all right, we're gonna get through it, and we make jokes and keep going. But like, I think that was like the one thing where it's like I knew that everyone busted their butts to like get things done, but then being actually in there and seeing the volume and like how much is actually going on was like really wide awake and like really
it's crazy.
I was like, wow, I'm lost for words because I'm like I can't even process it.
I mean, you get the brunt of it because you carry every package. We get an order, we're like, Alex.
Alex is the brawn and the muscles of Vinny's not known for his carrying of things up the stairs.
Yeah.
Vinny's like known. He's like, wait, this has to like. I crack up. Like Vinny will put things in places to avoid putting it upstairs. You kidding? I can't even deal. But I hope that this whole conversation gives you guys a little behind the scenes input and insight into the team that's behind every single order. I know a lot of you guys, when you're getting your packages in the mail, you're getting your Friday night invoices or your TikToks or your online orders, you love like opening them. You're like, oh my gosh, it's so fun. Like the bookmarks, the stickers, the candy, like Katie, Alex, Vinny, like these are the people that are literally behind putting that together for you. So I hope this like gives you insight. Like Vinny said, like it's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. We really do all love each other. So thank you for joining us. But with that, we always close out our episodes, hold this, Vin, with a tarot reading. We pull a card just to get the energy for the next 2 weeks for the collective.
Okay.
So let's see what we got. They're all like, no! Well,
Wait, not the
Hold on. Hello. The last episode, I shuffled so much better. This episode, no shuffling. I'm not a great shuffler. Did I just switch a face?
No.
Well, okay. See, he's doing ASMR. He's ASMRing it. Wait, what's the one that has the voice like this? Is it ASMR?
Might be asthma, not asthma.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ASMR. Just a little ASMR for you guys. So
Here we go.
What do we think it's going to be?
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, so first of all, literally, the last episode, we pulled the Lovers in Reverse, which is all about, like, your, like, focusing on yourself and self-growth. And that really was a lot about the conversation that we had in the last episode with Samantha, Haley, and Ty. This
Oh, no.
card
I'm afraid.
is the 10 of Wands.
Okay.
Which is really interesting because, like, this is, like, I would say, like, of, like, the workhorse team. Like, this is, like, the workhorse team. So the 10 of Wands is literally, like, the reminder to us and to all of you that you do not have to carry and shoulder the burden alone, that you have to raise your head up, look up, and ask for help. You do not have to carry everything by yourself. And I know I don't have to carry everything myself because I have an amazing team. You have to look for your team, and you guys have to stop carrying everything by yourself. So. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Remember to share with your friends. You could find us at Amityville Apothecary on all the social media, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Our website is shopamityvilleapothecary.com. Please comment on this podcast. Let us know what you thought. Who's your favorite? We're going to give them a raise. I'm kidding. And we'll catch you next season. Bye.
Thanks so much for listening to us today. We look forward to connecting with you again soon, so be sure to come back for the next episode.
And make sure to follow us on social media. It's the fastest way you can get in touch with us at Amityville Apothecary, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And of course, like, subscribe to this podcast. We are eternally grateful for your support.